just tell us what you've been doing in practice this week since practice officially started.
Well, the normal, 3 days of conditioning without helmets. Then we, started hitting and trying to play, do some real football kind of stuff the last 2 days, and obviously working on the fundamentals, implementing your offense and defensive schemes, pretty much what everyone else in the state's doing right now.
Okay, you have a scrimmage next Thursday or Friday?
Yeah, next Friday.
That's where?
We are scrimmaging at Mansalona versus we have Frankfurt, Grayling, and Mansalona.
Okay, and what will you be looking for from that scrimmage? What are some objectives the coaches will be looking for?
Well, we always tell our guys that we don't have any starters till we go up in scrimmage, and you need to see where you're at when you get up against good competition, against somebody else in a competitive situation. So that's what we're looking for. Find out who's going to be able to play and who's going to start come game one. So
there's still some spots open, right? Nothing's.
Every spot's open in my opinion. If you see someone that you thought was going to be real solid, it doesn't play well, on that you got a problem that you got to fix. So obviously there's some people that would be hard to dethrone, but that's the big thing I'm looking for, and we want to see guys compete every down, and we want to see where we're having some misunderstandings or miscommunications and try to fix those up before we host Kalkaska.
Okay, on paper though, who are key players back from last year you suspect will be key contributors for you?
Right. Well, we bring back two inside linebackers. That one had Devin Rupert had 90 some tackles, and Clay Stokes had over 100 tackles. So those guys are going to have kind of be the heart of our defense. So offensively, we have our quarterback back, Skylar Nelson, set a single season passing record. We have running back Dakota Wazorek, who had some real big plays last year, had a few injury problems. So those guys got to come up with some big plays. And really, you're always offensive defensive lines where it's one, you don't talk much about those guys. They got to work. It's more about a unit than it is an individual. So those are key things as well. So we have some guys back, especially on the offensive line. We're just trying to fill in some holes and figure out who our best guys are, what our best lineup's going to be.
And you mentioned before you have like 20 players, right?
Yep.
So how key is it going to be to make sure they're in good condition and injury free?
Yeah, especially we want to be in great condition, but the injuries are huge. We have 20 players. We have 5 of them haven't played football before, so we don't have. Especially in the skilled positions, we have very few backups, and so being injury free or having very few injuries, especially serious injuries, is going to be vital for us to be competitive.
From week 1 through week 9, no easy opponents, right?
No, there's not many gimmies on our schedule this year. Our non-conference schedule is pretty tough. We open right up with 3 non-conference games: Kalkaska, Benzie, and Manistee. All 3 of those schools are on the cusp of, or either Class B or on the cusp, so they're all 3 bigger than us. And then the Highland is never easy, and so we have some teams that are really talented in the Highland. So we gotta get in order to compete. We have to limit our own mistakes and try to create some errors on the other side.
A coach is saying you only have 20 players, so a lot of guys will be playing both ways, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to be, what do you guys need to do to compensate for that? Just make sure you're in good shape?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of conditioning work so that we can, because a lot of us are going to have to. So.
Your strengths as a lineman are what? You feel you're pretty strong, you can sustain your block?
I have strong legs and I'm smart at football, so I know the game of football and know what I need to do.
Okay, what's the team capable of this year, do you feel? You got a tough schedule, 9 games?
Well, we always have a tough schedule in the conference usually. There's a few teams that aren't as tough as usual, but I don't know, we usually have a tough schedule. So.
Okay, what's in practice right now, what are some things you guys are focusing on?
I don't know, mostly just getting down our new offense that we're running, so we have new blocking schemes and we're running a new defense. We have a lot of new things that we're having to practice at a lot. So,
without giving up any major secrets, what is that new offense going to look like?
Well, we're running, instead of running an I formation, we're running split backs. So,
okay.
Still running our shotgun stuff. So.
Okay, tough teams on your schedule, especially in the conference. Who's usually the toughest teams?
Probably McBain and Beale City. And Lake City's going to be tough this year too.